Good morning, welcome to Friday morning's thoughts for today. This is the weekend and hopefully you're getting geared up for the weekend. We're hoping to have an all-age family service this coming Sunday with a picnic afterwards, so you're very welcome to come along and join us. You got to bring your own picnic though, and preferably something to sit on. But we did this before and it was a great blessing and a great encouragement to be able to be together. So we're doing that after the morning service. The service is 10:30 on Sunday morning. And as always, we would really love to see you there. This is a strange day for me because I did say that I would stop doing my thoughts for the day at the end of July. I'm hoping to take some time off, and I don't plan obviously to do some when I'm off, but that I felt that this would be a good time to sort of draw a line under the thoughts for the day, because come September we want to sort of change gear slightly. We want to get back into more sort of normality, move things forward slightly, step things up. We get to reduce the distance in church. We get to have opportunities for more fellowship, etc. So this was always meant to be just an opportunity for me to be with you during the pandemic, be with you during lockdown. And 330 videos later, can you imagine that? 330 videos later, I'm calling it quits, unless there's a huge groundswell and people come to me and say, look, we really want you to keep this going. This is potentially the last one. And so I want to finish with the question that we've been looking at all week, when Jesus turned to the disciples and said, okay, this is what other people are saying about me. This is based on Mark 8, 27 to 30. But what about you? In other words, Jesus was saying, look, it doesn't matter what these other people say. What matters is what you think, and you can only speak for yourself. In other words, Jesus was saying, okay, I'm handing it over to you. Now is your opportunity to take your faith and make it your faith. Not just sort of say, well, we all agree with Peter, or whatever you tell us, Jesus, we're happy with that. But actually to say, no, I believe. This is what I believe is the truth. This is what I believe is worth believing in. This is what I'm going to base my life on. And this is how I'm going to move forward. And so I think it's a good opportunity for you to think of this as we stop the thoughts for the day. On Monday morning, there'll be no thought for the day coming from Facebook or YouTube. And so it's a sense that you now need to reclaim that time yourself. If you found it useful, I'm very happy. I didn't get a lot of feedback, so I'm shooting in the dark here, but hopefully some people found it useful. But it's now maybe time for you to organize your own quiet time. It's time for you to decide, I'm going to study a certain book in the Bible. It's time for you to decide, I'm going to be more structured in my prayer life. I'm going to write out a list, and I'm going to work through it that way. Or it's my time to get a commentary and work through a book in the Bible I've always wanted to study. But in other words, it's you. It's up to you now. It's time to say goodbye with the thoughts for the day, but also time for you to say, well, I'm not going to leave that as a void. I'm not going to say, well, I've got an extra 10 minutes to do whatever I want, or to spend longer in bed or whatever. But it's for you to say, now how am I going to use this time that I would normally use? How am I going to give it back to the Lord? What am I going to do with it? Because I want to make my confession that Jesus Christ is the Lord. He is the Messiah. He is the Son of God. He is my Lord and my Savior. And if that's your confession of faith, then you need to be maturing your faith. You know this. You need to be learning and growing deeper into Jesus every moment of every day. And so that's the challenge for you. That's your thought for today. That's your thought for, really, that's the overarching thought that we've had since the day we started, that Jesus needs to be your Savior, that you need to live a life that is worthy of Him, but also a life where you don't keep quiet, you don't worry what other people say, but you live your life in the joy and the freedom that Jesus Christ has given us. This is what Thought for the Day is all about, helping you to live that day to the very best of your ability. And I hope it was a blessing, and I hope some people enjoyed it, and from that I hope you're encouraged. But this is me signing off, wishing you a happy weekend. Hopefully we'll see each other, God willing, on Sunday morning, or if you're from another church, I hope you two are blessed, and we'll see you again, hopefully whenever, in September when we come back, but not necessarily like this. Thanks for being with me. In the meantime, God bless.